Ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Malawi on our last day. I would like to introduce to you the one and only Mr. Mark Spall from One. Mark, it's been an absolutely amazing trip, but now we need some facts and figures for the people back home. So let me just first ask you about the sanitation. What's involved and why is it so necessary?
So the sanitation blocks are necessary because pretty much in the schools that we install in, they don't have any toilet facilities. If you can imagine what it's like going to school when there's just no facility, so they have to go in the bush and the hedge. That might be okay for boys, but it's certainly not okay for girls. And what we've noticed is a big dropout when they start to reach sort of puberty age, and they've got just a lot more privacy. They just need a lot more privacy. So they tend to drop out of school, which I think is terrible. So we install the sanitation blocks. They're clean, they're washable. They come in blocks of 4, so they've got doors and they come with urinals and everything. So it's just kind of what you expect, really. And we've noticed, I mean, talking to South Africa, we've noticed that the attendance in the school rate, particularly with girls, has gone up by about 30% in the schools that they've been established in. So it's quite incredible, really.
That is amazing.
Makes a massive difference.
When we were going around, you was just telling me a few facts about how many litres it does to a round, etc. So.
Well, I mean, these are really brilliant pieces of engineering. I mean, they're powered by play, which is one thing, and every revolution, and it is really easy to get these things to go round. Every revolution will pump around about 5 litres, and there's a 2,500 litre tank up there. So so what they'll do when they play, even if they don't require the water at that particular time, the water is stored in the tank. And we test every borehole, so we know the water is really safe, and we know it's safe to drink. So there's 2 programs that we're involved in. One is with South Africa, which is to help people have positive living with HIV. What a lot of people don't really appreciate, I don't think, is HIV doesn't need to be a killer anymore. There are antiviral drugs, and they will make a significant difference, and people can lead relatively normal life if they get good access to the drugs. So certainly in the rural areas, it's about having access to those drugs, because they won't bring the drugs into the village. They have to get out for support for those. So we've got the bicycle ambulances, and there's other bicycles that they can use to get out there. But people can lead positive lives with the right sort of drugs. Now, Mothers to Mothers is a different program. What we do is we sponsor it's a mentoring program run by mothers who already have HIV. And they do sessions in morning clinics, which mothers would go to, antenatal type clinics, and they teach them about HIV and try and overcome the stigma about HIV, encourage them to get tested, encourage them to get their husbands tested. And then if they should become HIV positive, then they help them understand how they can live life with that. And the major thing is, which I think is really quite interesting, is that a baby is not born with HIV, even if it's got an HIV mother.
That's incredible.
So provided they have the right access to drugs and the certain creams that they would use and certain education as well, then the HIV won't be transferred. And typically it's transferred if the woman's got sore breasts. If she's got sores, then it'll get transferred. So provided they've got good education, they can actually keep the HIV off the child, which is incredible, really, I think.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
So,
well, thank you. It's been enlightening, been an absolute star.
It's been brilliant spending time with you.
You know, here we are doing a job, making a little bit of a difference. And
they're amazing people, and they are very happy. They just don't deserve to be ill. They just don't deserve to suffer. They're just incredible people, and it's just a pleasure spending time with them.
And it takes so little from us to make such a huge difference.
Yeah, so little. So little. It's brilliant. Thank you, Chica.